In this makeup bag lies all of the makeup products I've kind of forgotten about. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Maddie P, and in today's video, we are doing a full face of makeup products, which I never use anymore. Some of them I just don't 100% love. Some of them I just full on forgot about. So today's the day that we dive into this makeup bag. Let's get into it. I'm a little scared for this because I am breaking out at the moment. Look at that redness. My skin is just like so angry. So I'm hoping that none of these products are going to make my skin even angrier. Pray for me. Literally pray for me right now. Okay, either way, let's open this up. Look at all of that. We have primers, foundations, setting spray, highlighters, lippies, blush, concealer. You name it, it's in here. I did already go ahead and do my brows. My brow routine is very boring. I don't have any stuff, which I neglect. So first off, let's get into some primer. I'm gonna use this matching primer and foundation. This is the Luminess Airbrush Spray Hydrating Primer, as well as the Luminous Airbrush Spray Silk Foundation. I know the Dior Air Flash is discontinued. This is a really, really good alternative. It is really beautiful. It just doesn't get enough love from me, so that's why I kind of made it into this makeup bag. I'm gonna go ahead and use the matching brush and apply some of this primer. Then we're gonna go into the eyes. My makeup routine's a little like all over the place. So we'll go ahead and shake this, make sure this is clean, ma'am. I'm gonna spray the primer onto the brush, and then apply like so all over the skin. Now I do this first and then go into the eyes because I just feel like I like to have my skin primed, prepped, and I just want a moment for everything to kind of just like settle in. I find it makes my face makeup look so much better. Ugh, this angry little patch here of redness, go away. Thank you. I'm also gonna go in with this CoverFX blurring primer. I'm just gonna use this around the nose. I used this once and it just wasn't really for me from what I remember. I find blurring primers to be like very hit or miss. And this one, from what I recall, the consistency just like didn't allow my makeup to sit on top of it very well. Bam. I mean, it definitely blurs. There's no doubt about that. Okay, moving on to eyes. I'm gonna prime with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I've talked about this product before on my social media. I just don't love it. It's so interesting because like some people just swear by this eyeshadow primer and like it's just not for me. For me, it's just like kind of oily, and I know I got some comments to apply some powder on top, so I'm gonna give that a go. I've definitely tried that before. I've literally tried every trick in the book to make this primer work. So I'm gonna go ahead with my everyday face powder. This is the Kosas Cloud Set pressed powder. Bam. Take a little bit on an eyeshadow brush and just buff that around, really. Now for eyes, I'm gonna keep it super simple. I'm literally just going in with my regular bronzer. I don't have any eyeshadows that I don't reach for. The only one is this Lottie London eyeshadow palette. This is the Soft Grunge palette, but it's completely unused by me, so I'm gonna keep it that way so I can donate it or give it to somebody and it's just like untouched, you know. Plus I have some stila glitters that I wanna go in with, so I'm just gonna go in with a simple bronzer and then use these on top. This is my Hourglass bronzer, by the way. This is in the shade Diffused Bronze Light. It is so beautiful. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that in the crease, just kind of messily, not really anything specific. I always start with my eyes first, and I feel like it throws some people off. But comment down below, are you face first or eyes first? Okay, the bronzer is on, super simple. So next I'm gonna go in with the Stila Glitter and Glow eyeshadows. This one is in the shade Coral Crush. Now these are really, really beautiful. I just have so many like glitter eyeshadows that I honestly don't really reach for. I go for like matte looks a lot of the time, or if I am going for a glitter, I go for like a pressed glitter. So it's nothing against this formula, I just don't reach for it a lot. But I'm gonna go ahead and apply some on this flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna apply that all over the lid. I mean, look at that. Look at that. They're so easy to apply. They're so easy to blend out. And the payoff is just like so beautiful. Once I had that applied on the lid, I'm going to go back in with my fluffy eyeshadow brush, which I use for my bronzer. And I'm just going to buff out that crease line, going back in with some bronzer if needed, just to smoke it out. So pretty. Like such a quick, easy little like glittery smoky eye. Love. Okay, so I just went ahead and did the other eye off camera because we're going to go in with some liner and some mascara. This is the Paul & Joe Waterproof Eyeliner. This is in the shade 02. Which I believe is more of like a brownie shade, not like a true black. Okay, so I'm just applying a little bit onto the outer part of my eye here. And then I'm gonna take my angled liner brush and I'm just going to pull that product out to kind of wing out the liner and also soften it up. This liner is not very pigmented. It is not the easiest to work with. And so I never reach for it. Back in with my liner brush. Like, I don't even think it's doing anything. I think I'll be getting rid of this after this video. Go ahead and try and do the other side. Oh my god, it just completely broke off. Did you see that? After much fiddling, we got there in the end. I have to hydrate after that. Okay, next we're gonna get into some foundation. Reaching for the Luminess Airbrush Spray Silk Foundation. Taking the other side of the double-ended brush. And similar to the primer, I'm gonna spray it straight on. I feel like this is why I don't reach for this foundation a lot. It's just like, it's a lot. Okay. Oh, she's got coverage. She has got coverage, people. If you want like special event makeup, like wedding makeup, this is it. It's so user-friendly. It just like melts into the skin. Like, look at that. That's just pushing the product into the skin with the brush. It looks beautiful. Going with the other side. Whoa, bam. Let's go over these breakouts here, see how that covers it up. Oh yeah. Covers up the redness for sure. The pimples itself are like crusty. You can just see the texture of it, but we're just gonna ignore that and move on with our lives. I do always forget though that with this foundation, a little goes a long way. Like I definitely applied a lot of product. That's okay. I mean, it is really, really pretty. Okay, honestly, I'd be happy to leave it with where it's at. But just to make sure it looks really flawless, I'm gonna go in with my beauty sponge and just really press it into the skin. This is how I always do my foundation. I go in with a brush and then go in with a sponge after. But already that's making my skin look a little bit more skin-like. It was giving like full coverage. Okay, next for bronzer, I'm gonna go in with Patrick Ta. She's Statuesque Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. When I first got this, I used the hell out of it. Now I just literally never reach for it. I always go for my hourglass. I'm just gonna use the powder side and I'm gonna go in with my fan brush. I desperately need a new fan brush. Mine looks like it's been through a lot. And I'm just going to sweep that on. To the people who told me to use a fan brush for my bronzer, thank you. I haven't looked back since. Oh, I just realized I forgot to do mascara. Oh my god. I was just so done with that eyeliner. I wanted to move on. Now that I'm going back in with this, I'm realizing it's really not as pigmented as my hourglass one. Like I'm really having to like go in. I mean, his blushes are so pigmented, so I don't know. Okay, the skin is bronze. Next, we're gonna go in with some blush and I'm going to use this cream Sheen cheek and lip color from Gensee. This is in the color Lychee. I do actually really like this blush. I just have so many blushes and this one just doesn't get reached for a lot. That is the god honest truth. So I'm just gonna take my e.l.f. stippling brush, or specifically the putty blush brush, and work that in on the back of my hand and then just press that on like so. So pretty. It was also like hella pigmented. I feel like this goes really nicely with the eye color. This is exactly why I like to do my blush before my concealer, because if you do go a bit more heavy-handed, you can cover it up, just kind of blend it out, diffuse it. I also have these MAC blushes. I might apply one of them on top, but I'll do that after my concealer. Okay, next up, let's do some concealer. This is the CoverFX Skin Discovered Longwear Concealer. This is actually quite nice and it's like very, very lightweight, but I feel like it's just like good. It's good. It's fine. Not a ton of complaints about it. I wish the coverage was a little bit more, but I just have other concealers that I like better. So I'm going to blend this out with a concealer brush. See, already tapping this in, I can just notice that the coverage just like isn't quite what I'm used to. I will say the shade which I have, which is, what is this? L1. I assume that's light one. It's got like a yellow tone to it, so it's really nice for covering up dark circles, which your girl's got some dark circles. Okay, just tap out this side. If you're thinking to yourself, Maddie, that side isn't blended, I know. We're gonna go in with the beauty sponge. I always just like to like press in the product first and then buff out. I'm also gonna go down a little bit because I did get a little carried away with that blush. This is also a beauty sponge I never reach for. It's the ColourPop Frosty the Snowman one from their Frosty the Snowman collection. And it's just like an awkward shape, so I never end up reaching for it. Like for under the eyes, like how am I supposed to do this? I mean, it's not bad. It's just like not great. I'm gonna go in with a tiny, tiny bit more. I just need some coverage along this dark circle area here. No, it's not gonna give it to me. Plain and simple. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so I let my concealer sit before I set it. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and do some mascara. The one I'm gonna use is the Caliray Come Hell or High Water. I do really, really love this. I just don't really have a mascara that I don't reach for a lot. I genuinely do reach for them all. But I would say out of all of them, I just haven't reached for this one a lot lately. This is a tubing mascara, which I love a tubing mascara. So if you're a fan of one, this is definitely one to check out. It just looks so nice and natural on the lashes. It doesn't clump, so nice. And then we're gonna go ahead and set. I'm going in with my usual e.l.f. HD powder. This is in Soft Luminance. Is that what it's called? I don't have any setting powders that I don't reach for. My setting routine is set in stone. I don't play around too much. I still don't really love the way my under eyes are looking, but it is what it is. Here we are. So taking a powder puff, a little bit of product, tap that on the back of my hand, press, press, press. Definitely have some like excess glitter from the eyeshadow, but like whatever. What are you gonna do? Going in with that other side. Bam. I'm also just gonna go ahead and set with my Kosas Cloud Set Powder. I just take this on a big fluffy brush and I just tap, 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 tap. Because I'm extra, I'm gonna go in with two blushes. This is the Coveted Coral Skin Finish Metallic Cream Blush. This was for their holiday collection. I just don't reach for it a ton at all. I literally used it for the video and then never again, which is very, very rare for me with a MAC product. But I'm not gonna lie, the metallic finish just like wasn't for me. So let's go ahead and see if my feelings have changed about it. So I'm just taking, again, my e.l.f. Putty Blush brush, and I'm just going to tap that on. And it is like very, very metallic-y. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, you know what? On top of another blush, it's actually really nice. I would reach for these again. I would use it more as like a blush topper though, not on its own. I just felt like on its own, it really like enhanced my texture. It was just like not a good time. But this is really pretty. Big fan. Okay, last but not least, we have lips. You won't believe it. I'm going in with MAC Velvet Teddy. I know. I talked about Velvet Teddy in my most recent MAC nude collection video, and I said how there's so many people in the world, including myself, who keep going back to Velvet Teddy, convincing themselves that they like Velvet Teddy and that Velvet Teddy is for them. And then when they go to put it on, it's just like not quite the fantasy. That's exactly how I feel about Velvet Teddy. So now that there's Cool Teddy, I'm very happy, but I figured because I'm doing more of a coral look, let's see how Velvet Teddy looks. So pray for me. Thank you. Okay, maybe I'm speaking too soon. It's kind of giving. This is like a lot more warm than I'm used to. Go ahead and apply the lipstick. I actually quite like it. With this look, I feel like it really just like ties it all together. This is why you need to like look at the tones of your makeup, plan the look. I just kind of like dive right in, and then I got like warm tones and greens and the red and then this, and then it's just, there's a lot going on. Okay, last, I swear to God, is this Indeed Nano Set Blurring Setting Spray. I do actually quite like this. It was just quite mattifying. Like for the winter months, it's a little bit like for me, and I find you do have to give it a good shake. But for a drugstore setting spray, it's pretty good. Oh, what was that spray? What is that? What is that? Okay, that's better. So the nozzle was just all weird. Okay. Oh yeah, that's better. Oh, okay. Why do I actually really like this look? I won't lie. I had really, really low expectations, like really low. It's just like, I have my makeup products I like. I always reach for them. Girl, she's feeling herself. The foundation, I mean, Dior Air Flash Who. So pretty, so full coverage, and like literally airbrush. I mean, duh, so nice. I'm pleasantly surprised that the Urban Decay Primer Potion worked for me today. Velvet Teddy caught me off guard so much. I love it. The Stila Glitter and Glows liquid eyeshadow. It's a shame that I don't reach for these as much. I really should. I will be getting rid of some products like the Paul & Joe liner or like the CoverFX concealer. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of over the Patrick Ta bronzer. I didn't use these today, but the Stila highlighters, I don't know. I don't love them. The MAC metallic finish blushes though, those caught me off guard in a good way. I feel like these are videos I need to do regularly so I can remind myself of the products that I have. So that being said, if you enjoyed this video and you want more, comment down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have new videos coming out every single week. I upload a short every single day, for the most part, unless I'm really sad one day and I just need to get off the internet. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are. Bye guys.